What is your brand? What does your music symbolize to people that listen to it?
My brand,
Go ahead. You go ahead.
well, my brand personally, it's love. It stands for let others vulnerably evolve. Um, my brand is here to give young black males safe spaces to kind of deal with their trauma in a more artistic and efficient manner as kids. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them don't. I know me personally growing up, things that I went through, I didn't have safe spaces to really express and kind of cultivate what it is that I'm not doing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the shit that we was doing, we wasn't taught to be mute. You know what I mean? As artists, we've always been artists, but we was told we couldn't make money playing video games and always been on the computer. But we was really the generation that helped motherfuckers really not come and actually make that shit now be monetized. So just giving young black males, number one, a voice and just realizing who they are at a younger age so they can be more purposeful at a younger age and really get into generational and generational economics and just learning like financial literacy and how you can like trades and how those things can be more effective rather than it just being the traditional ways of always going to college outside of what you maybe be capable of outside of like the extracurriculars, whether you play a sport or something like that is what I mean. But, just like I said, creating safe spaces and then also just, just having that foundation of dealing with the community and helping those that's been displaced to homelessness and stuff like that, just kind of intertwining those and finding ways to really build our community back up so we can actually do something that we, instead of just talking about some shit, really make some shit happen. But we got to have these outlets where motherfuckers can get shit off their chest so we can grow, bro. Like, motherfuckers just so desensitized right now, you know what I'm saying? But so sensitive. Like, everything is right in front of your face and we just expect all of this. We expect to consume all of this trauma and media, but at the same time, ain't nobody really in a place to really sit down and get off what they feel like is truest to them to actually help us kind of move throughout the bullshit to really figure out, all right, what can we all come together to say, like, this is what the fuck we need to be working on, whether it be a common, like, now getting resources for lands and being able to, you know what I'm saying, build our own communities and municipals and shit like that where we can actually put laws in place amongst our own people and doing, you know what I'm saying, kind of what they was trying to do, but finding new ways to do that shit. Like, motherfuckers can't give up on that end as well. Like, we got to figure out how to put all of this shit together. Like, we can't say we don't own airports and shit, like, and, all of these different things that the government control ultimately, and we not trying to create something like that. Like, I'm trying to do that shit. Like, create, like, fucking, foundations, you know what I'm saying? Like, this metaverse shit. Like, motherfuckers is making $1 billion off of dumb shit that don't even exist, bro. But like, you feel, but for you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a whole nother aspect of like actual bread. You know what I'm saying? If you learning different things, because I feel like all of that shit is still in its infancy stages, but it's just finding new ways to really for us to tap in, you feel me? Just like using all our resources to tap in a completely different way that we haven't before. Love, let others vulnerably evolve, man. But through the artistry, the music, the everything, man. Just let people be who the fuck they gonna be, so you can deal with them accordingly.
All right. It's power in the words. Better watch what you're saying. What does that mean to you, Danny?
Shit, that mean everything, man. Piggybacking off what he was saying, like, yeah, I try to subliminally put messages in my music, what people call putting the medicine in the candy, like it sound good, but if you listen to the words, I be speaking on things that I'm not trying to like just throw stuff in people's face, because I'm an imperfect person too, but at the same time working to be better every day. So when I say it's power in the words, better watch what you saying, that means literally that, like, literally. And I'm talking to my people, you know what I'm saying? Like, they want you to say that type of stuff because they know the result. You know what I'm saying? They know who he is.
Speaking negative?
Like,
what you mean?
Yeah, like, talking like, I'm finna, my son gonna be a rich bastard if I die. Goddamn, shit. You name it. I done popped 30 perks. Goddamn, whatever. Like, these folk getting out of here. But I don't want to say like we don't know what we saying. We don't know what this language do when we say these words.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I'm saying? So shit, when I say it's power in the word, better what you saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
All right. If she ain't for the tribe, I tell her vamados. Explain that one.
Man, so I mean that just come down to it. Like, if you don't understand what the overall common goal is here, then as a whole we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because it should be we should look at each other as equals. You know what I'm saying? We standing on the line together. So I can't be you feel me? If I'm the connection that brought you here, then everybody got to say it's a go or it's a no go. Like, so that's really what I know what you were trying to do.
No. I just want lyrics.
He thought it meant something else.
But this is your lyrics. You said it. Nah, he changed your
You done went deep on it and I throwed him all the way out. Nah, she got to be with the collective, what the come and go is. Ladies ain't no sexual shit.
Can't finesse the finesse. Leave it on the dresser.
But media train.
Oh, you thought I would? Okay. Every hoe ain't a girl, and every girl ain't a hoe.
That's just what I said. I said that.
Elaborate on that further.
That ain't no elaborate. See, everybody want elaboration on something. If I tell you don't touch the fire, don't touch the fire. But what happened? Touch it and see what happened. Now you touch it, now you know what happened. Every girl ain't a, what how I said it? Every girl ain't every hoe ain't a girl, and every girl ain't a hoe. That's how I said it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, man. That's just what it is. Like, man, that stuff, man. Listen, I don't know. It's just that simple. But it's not because you still have to figure it out for yourself. And some people never figure it out. Some people don't care to figure it out. Like, it's perception. This perception. Like, but it's kind of the truth too. With the perception is a thin line between truth and reality. But man, it's some girls out here. It's a few. It's some few deep. It's a lot of. It's some decent people out here in the world, man. For real. So, I mean, shit. G-Cause she done sucked some dick today. Don't be done. Like, she done got caught up in the sex life. Like, but once you do certain things, it's a habit. Once you start a habit, it's certain habits. I wish I would have never
started.
Like, I'm talking. When I say, bro, if I could pay to undo some of my habits, like that's how real this life is. Yeah, I don't want to admit it. I would pay to undo something.
Well, you don't have. Yeah, there's a lot of things when you talk about addiction.
That's hard.
You don't have to if you never start. If you don't start, you don't have to quit.
Like, nigga, little baby try to pay his partner not to get out the drug. Like, so every girl like, man, bro, we all human. She all right. Hey, it's some hoes out here for real. Dog ass dirty, do you real bad. So, yeah.
Say you love me, but you gotta show me. Struggle by Danny. Is that the artistic way of saying words of affirmation are cool, but I need actions.
Yeah.
I need acts of love.
Yeah. Now, you ain't got it now. Like, what you do when I'm not around? That's why I say like, I'm like. That's why I say two things can be true, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, shit, you can love me, but shit, not love me more than you love yourself. But you shouldn't. But if you in a union, right, you finna get married or been together long as I have with my partner, you should be at that point where I love myself so much. Whatever temptation going on, I love you so much. Shit, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta show people that love. Like, shit, that's just word. Like, at the end of the day, it's like when somebody say, I'm a real nigga. And I heard somebody say, shit, you ain't no real nigga till you die like that. You always got a day to just shit. I guess you one for now. You feel me? Like, shit, it's always, that's why I say we just wake up every day, try to beat the simulation. You feel me? It's always gonna be something in your way. But shit, you gotta show that person you say you love them every day. Now, you gonna make mistakes. You gonna goddamn, but shit, you gotta show somebody that you love them. You can't just tell them. Cause shit, I love everybody, right?
You gotta show it.
I'm saying, but don't we all say that? Like, I love everybody.
I don't. That's me though.
You know what I'm saying? But how many people we hear say that? I love everybody.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't say that though.
Yeah,
I've learned better to say that.
I'm just saying, like, shit. We just say that.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it sounds nice. Yeah, I don't subscribe to things that just sound nice.
I hate things that sound nice. People just try to throw them on you. I love you. You supposed to say that because it's nice. Okay, nigga, say it because it's true too. Like, I don't love you. Like,
No, when I say I love somebody, it's different. Yeah, like it is different.
And I've shown it, like you said.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't show it, you can't throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't throw it my way.
Never worry about the score because I never compete. Beat my own drum.
That's just being you, man. Everybody got their tempo. You know what I mean? You can't be sped up or slowed down based off of nobody. Just gotta live life. So, me personally, I ain't worried about the score because really I know I'm up always.
No, I'm always winning. Okay. You got dreams but don't sleep. You got fears, set them free.
Say that one more time.
You got dreams but don't be sleep. You got fears, set them free.
You got dreams, don't sleep. You got fear, set them free. It's self-explanatory, boy. Can't sleep all day.
Well, your rap gene's gonna be crazy. I said what I said. What's the next line?
How you gonna? Okay, you want to drive, but you don't.
Yep,
go
that one too.
that one too. Nah, you see what I'm saying? Hey, that's what I said. You can say that then we finish. All right.
Just rap it real slow. It's a conversation.
It's right there.
Well, no, man.
That right. In the second verse, you said blah 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 blah. That right. That right. Yeah, that right. That me.
Man, sometimes right, sometimes freestyle. But I say, man, I have a lot going up on the top shelf, man.
Right. You try to figure out what songs they from and all. Like,
nah,
that's what led on nephew.
To my nephew. I know exactly where it came from. It just,
Because I be doing that. I was like, oh shit. Okay.
Nah, I have to just hear it back, bro. Because one thing about interviews and people talking to you, like in general, people tend to listen just to say some shit back. They don't really listen to answer a question. Because somebody asks them, you got to answer right then and there. I'm still learning. So shit, bro. I might have to add it, man. What you said? Yeah, that sounds good, but nah, man, for real, listen, you got to do it, man. You be working. Hey, what we talking about cotton earlier, right? My boy, so me and Danny was talking about cotton. We're going to let you know lingo, so we not, but I'm going to tell you. You pick cotton, bro, just like your ancestors picked cotton. Because money's made of 75% cotton and 25% linen, I think it is. And our ancestors picked cotton. It's funny how they have us going to bat and we picking cotton the same way. It's just a different form. Like, you selling weed, you picking cotton to feed your family. You going to Target every day at that warehouse. You picking cotton. So you got dreams, don't sleep. If you know that you know that you know that you know, for sure, it's something in this world you can do with your eyes closed. Don't mean you necessarily gonna make a lot of money right off the bat or right now, but it's something that makes you feel so good deep down inside. And feelings ain't shit, so you gotta be careful. But it make you feel so good deep down inside. It raises a flame in you, bro. You got dreams, do not sleep. I understand, like my boy say that really do on them first.
Yeah,
that hard. My partner say the same shame, and he from the south side. But it like, bro, for real. Don't sleep, like, get up. And another thing it meant, too, is a double entendre. I was talking to myself because how you going to be something you never do it in front of people at some point? Like, and this what you want to do. People, if people don't hear this and see this, they cannot pay to see you, right? If my music is not out, how you going to hear it? Mm-hmm. This gonna be your life. This what we want to do for our rest of life, but you still scared. You in your head with this fear thing. Fear is real. Everybody needs fear. Because if you fear that if I open this bottle of water and I drop it on the head mic, you just lost a microphone. They're probably about $600, $700, $300, you gotta go buy another one. That's good fear. But for you just to be sitting up in, and that's why I go back to that question you was talking about, it's better to be alone with people. Both, a lot of anything will kill you. Bro, people like us, when you in your head, it's a sexy place, but it's a dangerous motherfucker. Because you'll come up with concepts don't exist. What if they don't like it? What if they boo me? Motherfucker, you ain't even got there yet. What if don't nobody show up in this council?
But I wanted to piggyback, not to cut you out, but it's important that I say that we all artists, right?
Yeah.
And I think every artist go through that, like,
Absolutely.
or rather be by
Absolutely.
themselves, even when it comes to that question, or rather be by themselves, because we living out here.
Yeah.
And like, we see, like, I'm in a group, right? I'm a duo. It's a duo. It's two of us.
Yeah.
And my cousin, who I'm in a group with, he always say like, "But you your biggest critic, you your worst critic." Like I do about 15 times just because, but them they been liking it. Like everybody, but that bitch been sounding hard. You just wasting time now. But I'm in my head so much.
You got fear.
I don't like it. You feel me?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that hold me back. You know what I'm saying? That was holding me back.
I always try to say this thing like this. I listen to hate, criticism, whatever you want to call it, love, compliments. I listen to them at the same volume. You turn the EQ up and get it off balance, it'll throw you off on either side. But if you got it properly balanced, you can take what you need from either side and then utilize it.
Yeah, you live for the cheers, you'll die by the booze. You gotta stay in the middle, man. Even kill like shit.
Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah, when I had just realized, like, see that album that you get a lot of that lyric from, like, shit, I ain't dropped that till, I say about two years ago. I had a lot of that music for 5 years. A lot of them
like that
songs.
sometimes.
And the reason I didn't drop them because I was content. Like, I think I got content. Like, this hindsight 2020, right? Like, shit, I had a little job making like 15 a week. So, shit, it's like, man, I'm content. I'm buying all the clothes. I got to get my look up, right? I got to have an image to drop first. You know, everybody, you got to have an image. This around time, niggas having gimmicks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta have an image. I ain't no gimmick nigga, but shit, I'm a clean dressing ass nigga, so at least I get my wardrobe right.
Yeah.
But you know, that's an ongoing battle once you get into that fashion shit. And that shit expensive.
Yep.
So that about 2-3 years gone by. You know what I'm saying? Then goddamn, still going to the yo every weekend, you know what I'm saying? Inflation coming. So the yo going from $50 down to $75. Then I'm having kids, you know what I'm saying? Then I lose that job. But I say all that to say the reason I think all this happened and I lost that job because that was God's way of saying, like, man, why you sitting on this shit? You sitting on the gold, man. If you believe in it, shit, it can go. You just gotta believe in it.
No,
And from that, I started my clothing line. I dropped the music. Been doing singles. Only reason I don't stay consistent is because, like, when they say ignorance is bliss, I feel like through all that process of me hoarding that music, I learned too much about the music. They're like, man, I don't know if I want to do this business shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's dirty.
it's the only
It's a
business,
dirty
like,
thing.
cause I make merch, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, okay, I make a hat, right? You pay whatever to make the hat. Say you paid $3 to get that motherfucker made. We just throwing hypotheticals out. Whatever you pay, you gonna go sell that motherfucker for $7. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking hustler shit. You gonna get you a pack, whatever your pack is. You getting it for the low, you gonna sell it for the high.
Right.
Music, shit, for my sound, what I want to go to one of the best studios, live auto-tune. I want to be in key. You know what I'm saying? I want this motherfucker to have the EQ. I want the bass to be being. I want this motherfucker to sound like they shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we gonna compete on this level.
Right.
Shit expensive. Now I want a video. Shit expensive. Now I need the outfit. Now I'm 4,000 in. Then this shit gotta get played 1,800 times for me to make $50. Shit, what was the purpose? You know what I'm saying? I love to do music, but shit, at the end of the day, like, damn, you gotta go through that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit, like, it's crazy. Like, when you just sit back and just repeat what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you made music sound like real estate in the
you know what I'm
metaverse.
saying? Crazy. I'm just saying, when you understand what's going on, I still love to do music. I'm not goddamn trying to knock nobody for doing music. I'm just being transparent to anybody who trying to get in this shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit take money.
Yeah.
It's all payola.
And
you know what I'm saying?
the promotion, that's why I was say the promotion of it, like, that's why I have a theory. You guys tell me if you agree with that. The best rapper doesn't necessarily get put out in the front. The most well-financed one usually is the one. What I mean by that, a lot of times people that start from independent situations, right? If you got drug money, street money, beneficiary of someone that really believes in you, just happens to have $200,000 to blow on a project. Not everybody come across that. But if you're fortunate enough to have that amount of promotion, you can get some traction. That doesn't mean you're the most skilled, because how many of us know somebody that's really dope, but they just don't have the money behind them?
Shit, me.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, though.
That's the biggest factor. And see, me doing that, working that job, and realize, okay, okay, you need the money, okay? Cause I'm doing the paid show. I'm doing this shit is a hustle for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that just kind of like, man, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I love it. So it's just like, man, it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's go ahead.
Well, no, because you said something that was big, and you said like doing the business side of it, and I think that's the part that we actually got to be more like focused on, and figuring out how to leverage what it is that we do have and finding better resources. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you really actually. A lot of this time it's free money out here. You know what I'm saying? You have your own clothing line. If you know what I'm saying, you got an LLC, then having business, you know what I'm saying, being able to do business in a different way to finance your money. You know what I'm saying? To be able to turn around and put that into your music. You feel me?
Use your music as your marketing for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So we got
to make it work.
And that's what I'm saying. Those are conversations we gotta have amongst the artists and shit like that. So they had niggas know, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't always gotta feel like you start from scratch. If you got the resources that actually can literally get you access to free money.
And that's literally
as long as you got a fucking actual business. Niggas don't even want to go get LLCs, but want to put out, you know what I'm saying, music and shit like that. It's like, bro, you gotta have something to actually stand on when you actually go to these places to finance your money. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, oh yeah, I got all this street money, you feel me? Or my bank account say I got this, that, and the third. Yeah, you can leverage some of that because a nigga, you know, you go to the right nigga, somebody gonna take some cash or, you know, do a bad business deal to get your money in their pocket. But at the end of the day, like if you trying to actually do some, you know, turn your business into a corporation and other shit like that, and you know you see these other people not speaking about getting C corps, and then ultimately you want to live in trust with your shit. Where at that point you're not being taxed, which is what all of these rich folks is doing. They just putting their money in a trust, and you can't like you allow certain like tax with
right
like yeah when you get these fucking breaks, these tax breaks on all of this different shit. So it's like that's really how you start to take your money, leverage your money, finance your money, learn the actual business of it, and that's how you end up in the rooms that you ultimately try to kind of get into. But yeah, you're gonna have to have some talent, some work. You know what I'm saying? You have to put in long nights and still, you know what I'm saying? All of that, but that's a part of the game. Niggas got to get out here and get it. You can't just be, you know what I'm saying, sitting and just thinking.
To if you got dreams, set it free.
Yeah, you gotta let it fly. You gotta let it fly.
But on top of that, bro, to repeat the lyrics one more time. I'm sorry, because I thought about something I was gonna say when he's like, or to my last one. That's the last one. I'm sorry.
You got dreams, don't be sleep. You got dreams, you got fears, set them free.
Yeah, it's this quote I made called, like, it's not really I made it, but it's just called use what you got to get where you're going. So like for me, whereas I ain't got the money, it's a system we used to use called bartering.
Mm-hmm.
You got an extra set of speakers you trying to get rid of. You really want to sell it, but I really got this microphone. You want this $3,000 in it? I ain't really use it because I ain't got no use for it because I got one that's got two more of those. You give me the speakers, I get the microphone. May not be no money, but it's an equal trade. Bro, find out that go back to purpose. That's why you can't. I said when you dream, you can't sleep too because you may just remember you might have done something one time. It might not be the best, like the best of your job, but you did it enough for people to pay attention. Do it again, but this time we gonna do it with a little more. You see what I'm saying? Like I did a play in high school. I forgot all about that. So I heard what I heard about the price of something. Bro, I didn't realize I knew how to write scripts, or I may not be bad at writing scripts. Like that Simone video, I wrote that treatment. That was my ideas. I picked the person I wanted to work with for Kim. I had 2 or 3 people I thought about. I picked the one I thought would be best for the cinematic feel of that film. The girl in the video, I know her. I picked her. I knew she had attitude. She didn't believe it. I knew she did it. She even gave insights on how to make the video better while we was on set. So it's like, use what you got, get what you need.
Mm-hmm.
They pay people.
Speaking.
But hold on, they pay people for that. Mm-hmm. That's people don't realize. Mm-hmm. That's another job I probably can have.
Exactly.
They pay. You know what I mean? Dropping fucking
writing
money.
Treatments.
So you writing treatments, picking location, picking the model, lighting. Nigga, motherfuckers get paid for that, bro. Like that's if you don't have that when you shooting a movie, ain't no fucking movie.
Yeah.
You need these people. So it's like the fact that I can do it, I ain't got the money. You see what I'm saying? I'm directing you on how he let me do. I was directing, bro. This all part of it. If you just a rapper, you don't. That's enough to get you in dope. But it's just like, bro, sometimes it's cool just know other shit. But it took for me to get out my head, get off my ass.
That was that opportunity that happened.
Shots out to Angel and shots out to Josh.
With Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that was a dope ass, you know what I'm saying? Because I actually love doing like that side of like, you know what I mean, a production and just being like them being so vulnerable and let me come through and just act like, you know, that shit was dope as fuck, bro. Like, like just to be like, bro, I actually got production credits and like director credits, bro. Like, but realistically, in my head, I know I can do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But just being there, and bro, it was so dope how everything came out, bro. I was so excited, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to be a part of that experience and just be like, damn, bro, like not only like how that shit really came down, because what you understand is editing is a motherfucker. It's like having a good ass engineer, boy. If you got a good ass editor, you can just gotta have a nigga that just get the shot, bro. Get the shot, bro, and let this nigga do it. You know what I'm saying? Get the good verse, and then just let me just go ahead and play with these vocals and these, you know what I'm saying, these stems and all of that. You feel me? So like, just be a part of that that's the type of shit that you know what I'm saying. You gotta take, you gotta like you said, leverage. You gotta leverage that shit, finance that shit, because now you got those other opportunities and other fucking creative ideas that can bring in more money, bro. Like shit, it can't be one thing. Thanks. You gotta have, like they say, you gotta have a bunch of different fucking, at least 10 streams of income realistically as a fucking entrepreneur. Like
going back to Simone video. It's a flip on Erykah Badu's Tyrone, which is a remix that Tracy Morgan did as part of his comedy set, and you gave him a nod in the video by putting him on the screen. Where did you find the concept, and how did you discover the concept that Tracy did?
I ain't know nothing about Tracy Morgan doing on Simone skit. I found that getting off your ass and just being creative, using your mind. Like everybody got one. It's on your head and your neck. So it's just like, bro, I'm just gonna try to make this the best video possible. And I might just typed in Simone, because I was trying to figure out too, also like, what else would pop up with some, because like my thing was, I kind of got away from going back to it. I like to name all my songs one word. So luckily, Tyrone, Simone, that wasn't, that wasn't up, but that was an easy flip for me. I want to type in Simone and see what will come up also. Being creative, using time. I wasn't doing shit else. Smoke a little weed, get on the computer. This your shit. We're going to do it better than you. You got to figure out the competition. Type in Simone, Tracy Morgan showed up. I was like, wait, what? So this is my idea. You done kind of beat me to the punch. Let's do this together. I watched it, man. If y'all haven't seen that Tracy Morgan Simone skit, that is hilarious. Like, it's hilarious. And he really explained everything. I said, I promise you on everything I love, I ain't know nothing about Tracy Morgan doing no Simone skit. I wrote that. It was a freestyle in my head. I had like maybe 16 bars stuck in my head for the longest. And the grand scheme was just to write the rest of it and do it, call it a cover, and just do it over her actual beat. And people kept saying, like, I know you people ever heard tell y'all if you hear something more than 2 times, 3 times, you need to kind of listen. Everybody was like, get somebody to make the beat and flip it. Get somebody to make the beat and flip it. And then flip it enough to where it kind of hones itself as your own, and speed the beat up a little bit and switch the tempo with all the other stuff. So took me 3 years, finally found somebody by coincidence. I don't believe coincidences. And shit, bro, I found that shit and I was like, I'm gonna put it in the video. I'm gonna put it in video just like I did in the song to bring the aesthetics alive, bro. Like, I didn't know nothing about Tracy Morgan. I knew who Tracy Morgan is, but I didn't know he did no Simone skit. And I thought it was, I want Erykah Badu and Simone and Tracy to hear that, man. I really want them to rock with you, boy.
Get on the remix.
Yeah.
Do
Get in the video.
Yeah, we can redo the video and put Tracy Morgan in the video. He could be
So I asked a woman for some questions for you guys. So I'm gonna throw a few your way and you tell me what you think. Is what you do as an indie artist worth the struggle?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna say that emphatically. Fuck that. No, you can't, you gotta start somewhere. Like, you feel me? Like, I would rather my daughters like know, you know what I'm saying, and understand like this shit wasn't always like this. You feel me? Like, cause it's gonna be like something. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna always be like this. We gonna keep moving forward. You feel me? So I want that appreciation. I want that legacy. You feel me? Really just having my fucking feet like dug in and just knowing like this what we doing, fool. Like it ain't no plan B's around here. You feel me? Like other than plan B's. But you know what I'm saying? Like
quick side note.
You feel me? But
How many plan B's have you bought this year? Damn, boy, you don't pull out, do you?
No, I do, bro. That was problematic as fuck.
He like shit.
I ain't bought none personally.
Yeah. Me neither. He said shit. I don't know if I can answer.
I said I ain't bought none.
Yeah, I ain't bought none.
He pleaded the fee. He got to ask his lawyer about that. No kids.
Go ahead.
Shit, as an independent artist, it's worth it. Yeah, man. The journey is the gift at the end of the day. Shit, so all this shit worth it, man. All this shit worth it. Shit, yeah.
Is your music truth or clout?
That shit true.
Definitely truth.
I don't even. That's why I say like.
You ain't never got a clout rap.
I don't rap about guns. I don't rap about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't rap about shooting nobody. I don't rap about fighting. Anybody look at me can tell I ain't no fighter, nigga. Like. I'm on the whole, I'm a cool ass nigga, like shit, and I rap about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a player, like I don't rap about none of that. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I ain't got nothing to lie about. You know what I'm saying? So I just keep it player, rap about what I do for real. You know what I'm saying? And shit.
Next question. Guess this kind of came from Batman. No one cared who I was until I put on the mask. When did you put on the mask?
Hey, man, they really don't give a freak about you without this mask on. They don't, bro. I got stories for days about that.
Like just going to open mics and performing, like then one day you just brought the mask out, like man, I'm finna try to put this shit on, see how they gonna turn up.
I came out wearing a mask. Like,
Oh, okay.
Oh, you came out day one with it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you
what-
tried it then one day, like shit.
Yeah. Well, you said you add something to your look every year, so did you come out mask only, then add the sunglasses, and then do rag?
The first time was kind of like mask up, mask down. That was probably like the fourth show I tried that. I did it at 2 shows actually, or 2 open mics, whatever you want to call it. One I was trying to get the South by Southwest in the contest. I lost, of course, but it was up, but then it was down, and it stayed down mostly when everybody got there. I was kind of going in between when wasn't nobody around. Then when everybody got there, I just kept that down, and I was getting compliments on this when it was black and it said self-love in white and pink letters. Still white and pink letters, ain't too much change. Then I was just like, fuck it, cause the Diaby logo was different, everything was different, so I changed that. We got to the green mask, then boom, stuck with that, added the glasses, boom, went through that, then boom, we added the bandana. That sometimes I put one of the pins on the side of the ski mask. It's just always gonna change. Like the next phase I do, I give you a little secret. I'm finna see if I get somebody to split them, put them together, then stitch across. That'd be like a different part. Yeah, that's another. Because I wear a pink one as well too, and I was like, okay, we're gonna do that one, but green and pink is the thing. Yeah, bro. Like it's been times where my partners that own spots and they know I'm good. You know, I do security from time to time. I have done that in the past, so they have me do security. This the funny part. The same people that know me, like these people that kick it with me, offer me drinks, smoke. Like, I had like these folks really fuck with me with it. Like this nigga, they I'm the shit when they see me. But now I'm security, all black, straps, taser, pepper spray. I'm paying you down. You treat me with respect. You don't treat me bad. You just don't know it's me. So folks will walk right past me and just got down.
That's fun though sometimes.
And then one time we switched it up. I did that. So I'm paying you down. I'm talking to you. You still ain't catching it because I'm wearing the Corona mask. And I got the Pooh Shiesty motherfucker. It's black. And you know what I'm saying? They got it. So I'm doing my thing. And then I go upstairs when they was like, you know, it's kind of closing security. You straight. You can go back to your. You want to stay here? You brought your yeah. I'm gonna change. Cause I told them I want to make a joke about it. I go change in one of the little bathrooms upstairs, you know, by the office and whatnot. Come down another way. Oh, Barlos, what's going on? Where you been at? It's good to see you. Like, niggas wasn't talking to you when I'm paying you down, Jack. That's good to see me there. Like, That shit be funny, man.
They know who the hell you are.
Yeah, bro, that shit crazy. No, that's Batman one of my favorite people too. So it's funny we did. Yeah, no.
It's
Like
like,
good, you
but
get
you
to
put it on the
maintain
face.
your anonymity.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's genius though. It's kind of like, what's my man name to do like the trap country rumor? It's a rumor, right?
Oh, yeah. You know
what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
who
yeah.
Rumor is.
Same thing.
He was a black man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just like anybody that MF Doom, you can go be regular and no one knows.
Funny thing about
Rey Mysterio.
Facts. Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy how folks know you and don't know you, ain't it? That's wild.
Going back to lyrics, how do you guys feel about lyrics being used in court? YSL situation was used in court, namely, I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body. How do y'all feel about something like that being read in court?
Shit. I think that's the other side of free speech, man. Like, niggas gotta be smart and mindful. Like you said, these words is powerful. You know what I'm saying? So understanding that you basically putting yourself in the line of fire with your own words. You feel me? So you gotta be mindful. Like, shit, I don't.
Let's say for just to take it out of that situation, like let's say I do got my own clothing line, right? And I come up with these designs in my head, like so, and one of my designs just depicts something like crazy. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Whatever you imagine, your imagination take you there. My design picked this, right? And it kind of found out that I may have done some similar to the design. Should it be used? Yeah. Like, should I be stupid enough to get away? Like, should it be? I'm just saying in general. Like, should it be able to be brought up, like, to prove that
Okay, let me throw a hypothetical out just based on what you said. You come out with a piece of artwork, and in the artwork, it depicts how a person that only did the crime would only know. Is that what you're saying? And then they look at that, look at you. They hadn't found anybody connected to it, but only the
it's
person.
not abstract though. It's not no. It's exact. Like
Absolutely, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. You're basically saying details that only person that was a perpetrator of the crime would know, and then they take that artistic expression, and then use it as a way of getting you in court. Are you saying should it be used?
Yeah.
What do you guys say?
I say yes and no.
Yeah, that's what I'm finna say. Now, two things can be true. That's what I've been saying this whole thing.
Yeah.
Now, me, if I was to do that, me being self-aware, how crazy would I be to even put that on there? You know what I'm saying? Furthermore, how naive would I be to not think these folk would tie that to that? You know what I'm saying? Oh, this my right, that and you know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's just artistic interpretation.
it's just like certain stuff we gotta be honest, like, with what's going on. Like, yes, it is art. Yes, it is. Like, I'm with free the slimes. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish jail on no man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we gotta understand, like, what we be doing when we be, you know what I'm saying? Like, we put ourselves in certain situations.
Put ourselves in.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't goddamn go rob a nigga. This ain't got nothing to do with that situation, but I can't go rob a nigga and expect, oh, he shot me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, what you thought what was gonna happen when, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta weigh the consequences, like, of everything that could possibly happen. Like, prime example, we were talking about cheating earlier. If I cheat on my girl, she gonna break up with me. She gonna be mad for a couple days. She gonna goddamn slap me. All this shit can happen. You gotta be able to process all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You gotta realize all the ramifications of the consequence of the action that you finna do. You know what I'm saying? If I finna go goddamn do something illegal, okay, I might can go to jail. This deal might can go wrong. I might don't get the money. He might can draw down. You gotta be prepared for whatever. You know what I'm saying? And some people they goddamn, I think we be so naive and caught up in the gold shit, and we forget sometimes.
Right.
What about
Because
you,
even
Wallace?
like you said, even if
Okay.
I was about to say, even if what you saying shit ain't true, you feel me? I feel like just because you said some shit gonna put you in that fire, you know what I mean? And that's why you still gotta be mindful. But like you said, motherfuckers don't be living for themselves. They be trying to impress other people. So I think that'd be the other thing. Because if you saying it and it ain't true, but it can be associated with, why would you put yourself in the line of fire to be that cool? To, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
not saying any names is not saying this is specifically true.
right.
Saying something that can put you in a line of fire, even though it's not true, because it's associated with what we know to be something deeper, darker meaning. Let's say that puts you in, you get buzz from that hype. Make sure an extra million. I only say an extra million. Just make, instead of something going for $10 and now it makes it worth, make something that was worth $10 before you said that statement is now worth $1 million. Do you say it?
How much you sell your soul for?
And I was just about to say to me, all press ain't good press, because my word and my message means something. You feel me? Like I you know what I'm saying? So I always.
But if your brand is the streets, your brand is not that. Your brand's not that, and you haven't said that either. So if your brand is the street, the more street you can make your content, it would behoove you to say something like that. Yeah.
No, I respect that.
So you would say that's you selling your soul by putting yourself in that line of fire?
Two things can be true, right?
Yeah.
You getting the people and your ones you love, you changing their life.
Oh, you got to come back for the